Welcome back boxing fans! Ngayon po ay ating matutunghayan ang laban ni Herlan Gomez at ang taga-India na si Vikas Bhardwaj para sa ABF Silver Bantamweight title. Atin pong silipin ang kanilang mga record. Si Vikas Bhardwaj ay may boxing record na 4 na panalo, walang talo at may isang tabla. Samantala, si Herlan Gomez naman ay may boxing record na 12 panalo at may isang talo. Tara na at ating tunghayan ang laban. Salamat sa panood.
For a lot of looping unorthodox hooks. And you have nice straight shots, and he's also got an amateur bond.
Really nice exchanges here.
You tend to have a little bit more speed to that body very early on. I assume he's going to try and pay a lot.
Gomez stuff.
Silver Super Bantamweight title fight. And this is beautiful. Both fighters holding central ring, the chessboard, and try and really now. It's very much a chess match. You're trying to get.
Vikas keep flicking that jab out,
and you can see they're both going for the same counter punch as well.
Gomez looking very confident.
Well, they're both trying to throw that jab and then flick. Goes that right hand and turns it into turning that right straight into a right hook. And the thing in boxing, because when you've got a mirror match fast on the shot, tends to who is just a little bit less.
Gomez resets himself. Lovely.
Nice shot.
Jabs from Vikas.
Herlan Gomez is now starting to change things. The gas tank to go an entire throwing that left hook onto the right hand. A nice left hook down to your background where you're pretty much.
Lovely variation from here.
And you last 10 rounds.
Lovely left hook, right uppercut. Right uppercut through the guard. And white.
And
we have Gomez in the black.
Stiff jab to open these rounds. Someone always seems to get through for Vikas. Both of these fighters again with a great grip.
Jab. Maybe if he could stick something on the end.
Put something on that double jab as well. He's landing the just said, Ollie, it would be nice if he third punch combination. He's got the speed for it. And there's a
fences that double jab. He throws the hook. Oh, love
this as well.
Yeah, he's very much looking to counter punch Gomez.
He's landing the double jab now and throwing the left.
Throwing two up top.
Maybe thing with a jab as well. You can turn a jab into a left hook around the guard of your opponent. You now throw a regular jab and then Herlan Gomez beautifully. He knows great move by the man from India. Herlan Gomez is expecting that second jab now. He's
counter shots are looking a lot more sharper as well.
Going to the body, which I like to see, but I think
on two.
Face up like this for 10 rounds. I believe
he's throwing that jab out. He knows this is
not sure Vikas can.
And he's still pressing forward though. He's back on the
you know, often in boxing, the big things up here, starting to dig down to the body cards. It just tends to be a thing of like in amateur boxing as well. And it's sometimes trying to sides of the body. Don't tend to land being landed by Herlan Gomez.
I do question how. Yeah, I can't agree with you more. Good work. How much of these shots are landing on the guard? How many are these shots to the guard?
But it's interesting you say that.
Round. Up back in the third round.
Well, maybe he realized he's got to step things
off of it. He was throwing crosses off of it.
Tends to be a good sign that they're getting really
Gomez
anything off it anymore like he did in that second round.
Just like psychologically, you're there for you. There might be a counter hook. There might be an overhand door. It's saying it's there if you want it.
But you've got to have a counter punch with it, and this is the point here. Is what a Philly shell really does well. Shell to beat somebody who likes the shoulder roll, it's over shots. It's really hard for a Philly. Vikas' style is somewhat, and there's a beauty. And I think that's what Vikas is doing here. Hits the shoulder with a jab, right.
And eventually he's getting caught by something.
By Vikas here.
Yeah, gonna get confident, continue to do what he's
doing a lot better now in this round. Having the counter punch to make him feel like you can see a great jab to the body, a right hand to fall.
Good work here from Vikas. Good. And we start the fourth round of the ABF Silver Suit.
Early on in this fight, Herlan Gomez just doing a great
good right hand there from Gomez.
To start pushing back Vikas, because like you goes well going forward as well. So now it's Gomez is on the front foot coming forward. He does very then put their pawns where they want them going on.
Absolutely, you're seeing it.
And then who can bypass those pawns in the middle?
He's maybe learned from the last round that this is not the best game.
Roll is a back foot style of fight. Absolutely, you can see that when you come forward, it doesn't work coming forward. Only Tank Davis, who's got to have been able to have an aggressive shoulder roll. It's hard to keep going forward with a shoulder roll, and that's what I'm seeing. Getting clipped as well. He's getting Gomez. He's changed things up here with a high guard, but he's clipped by these counters here.
Yeah, dropping that guard. I think this is why Gomez is trying to get closer from both fighters here. Work here, but he can't afford to get caught. Have the gas tank. This is scheduled for more combinations. Not so much. Looks like he's pacing himself a bit more.
Mirror situation you'll tend to have the title fight, exactly what you expect from every time. Great shots getting through the middle of the guard here. I mean, title fight, both fighters landing counters on the...
Watching this.
We'll be a judge for this fight.
Very here, both getting caught. Has to let get out any straight shots. He has to be around again, pushing forward, high guard. Some dangerous, intense events. See if Gomez any breathing time. Efficiency there from the corner man. I don't think he wants.
I think the fitness level of Gomez to me is a lie. Vikas once again, but I think a lot better than Vikas. But then again, we.
As you unorthodox shots, even if they don't land clean. Said earlier about these Indian fighters. Wow, good you. Create more opportunities. Good.
Yeah, now the interesting thing here, Gomez knocking the head back off. Gomez here is going to be favoured by the judge, and that's a different thing here. As they favour the fighters who come forward. He would start winning this round a little bit more clearly. A great double of Gomez, beautiful stuff as well. Jab with a right hand for the head.
Brilliant work there from Vikas. I just feel like sometimes he's almost swimming. Gomez still pushing forward. Still good work. All Gomez needs to do it to the head, go into the body.
Great
opportunity that he's looking for.
Right hand to the uppercut there. Gomez returns with some.
Very difficult to judge this. I mean,
one of those rounds out where
YouTube now is being treated to a brilliant exchange.
Loving every second of this round.
Gomez versus.
And it's what you want to see, Ollie, for a people proving that they want it more. And you see, and I think he's just got to keep pushing the pin. He's got the movement to go to the body. In the center of the ring anymore. I think he needs to start getting.
He's looking good there when he's the one.
A little bit more of a dogfight, so to speak, and just
has to go first, and he's countering with them short. More experienced fighter for these longer rounds. This is maybe the game plan of Gomez.
But look, Vikas is definitely in pace for right now. He's definitely dropped from press move his gas tank. I'm surprised he's keeping round number 1 and round number 2. That's not still finding the counter punch as well. And when you're tired, you know, something that we can't see, but at the same time, you've got to go for timing a lot more than just marching him down, walking towards speed and power. You've got to rely on your timing being there for you as his opponent. You know, he kind of gives you, always do, he would just walk you boxing style, walking your opponent down, going to the body like who down. Even if you hit him with 3, he would
in his hands, but the way Gomez
take you out.
I mean, this late in a fight and that can just end someone.
Really hits hard, but look, I think very good point. All in the sport of boxing. Now, we know a lot of these shots are getting through really well here. He's doing what he needs to do. We know Vikas is landing a lot of clean shots, but on the back foot. I favor the counter punches, I favor the back foot.
Some back. He throws 2 upstairs, and then Vikas has that height, 1 to the body. Sometimes it's these shots affecting him. Will these affect his gas tank going up?
Hand got through there by Gomez. The crowd. Great right back, exactly what he takes. He's going off, landed by Gomez there. Affect the power of Vikas. Vikas has got some
hands a lot. Slips off that jab. Looking to come up the middle with an upper.
Number 7.
Good doubles.
Great punch combinations and punch selection.
One to the right, 3 body shots.
Good here by Herlan Gomez. Really trying to solidify that he is almost 50-50 right now. But I think the way Herlan now marching forward with a jab, he's doing something different.
A lot more sting in his hands than the previous
rounds.
Yes, absolutely.
Like we were talking about, you know, when you're tired, Ollie, the punches Gomez's plan, wear the man down, and then the shots that you think should be landing.
Yes, as you know, Jimmy, you know.
We've seen fighters over time.
Their plan is they're losing a fight until they're not.
Strategy has always been, I can take more damage, and I think that's what we're seeing with Herlan Gomez. Wear you out, and then I'll take you out in the later rounds. You know, the fighter's conditioning is just ever so slightly better. The energy levels, it's not the same as round number 1. Like I said, Vikas isn't bad. He's not exactly that tired.
Yeah, definitely. I feel we're seeing him slow down.
And we see now when he backs up, he just holds a high.
How it was.
Good. Trying to slip and move with these shots. He's just to the guard. They're still hitting you. Your hands are still taking the shots on the guard. And
he's shoulder rolling, he's catching, and then
round. And you know, to me, I think
Phil Vikas is still standing quite strong in a good position.
The more your forearms and wrists are going to start slapping you. Remember, when you hold that tight guard, the more
double jab working well all night for Vikas.
We style of fighting, walking you down with a shoulder roll can win from some fighters as well. It takes a few rounds done for this. He had the shoulder roll style. He would take a lot of down. He would never once take a knee if he didn't have shots, but he would never once go after. He was very much a warrior, and I'm starting to see this with Herlan Gomez.
From Vikas, that right, throwing a lot more now. Vikas
to the entire fight, a great think we start to see things slow down. We're in the 8th round, constantly throwing shots upstairs and making you have a high.
Yeah, good boxing here. Another right through. Tapping that jab out. Throwing the right hook.
Through as well. Unless you've got the knockout, these shots win the round. I don't think these single punch combinations power to really back it up. To me,
yeah,
to really win this fight, because to me,
showing more aggression, showing more volume. More volume there from Vikas. But
if he needs to start doubling that jab more, he needs to get those right hands going. That kind of sits back and watches his progress. We start from him, he lands a combination and then just combinations get less and less. Right hand, now we're starting to see these combinations.
Seeking the body out again. Good high guard from Gomez.
Really utilizing him in the later rounds. He's here when someone's got a high guard, which is a great tactic, but I think he needs to mix ups as well.
Good tap. Vikas on the arms, we're not seeing him, and there we see him for pumping that jab out.
It's a nice combination.
Counter punching there.
Or, you know, something that we call in the biz doing it to impress the judges. Joe Calzaghe with the shoe shining is where you basically make it look like you're notorious for shoe shining his.
Sometimes you could just throw like 3 of those shots and then throw a powerful one.
The fight.
And then throw a powerful hook, throw a powerful body shot. But once again, both of these fighters very fatigued now. Not looking so stable on his feet now.
For shots in this round, both fighters look very at the end of it. And you see some big right hands now. He's thrown in between, and like you said, it's throwing those. You need to go forward with the power shot.
5 or 6 rounds, good combos there. No stopping Gomez. He has been pushing forward. Vikas still
so close. It's very hard to know who's worse round here, Ollie. We see it from every angle. We see every.
I think though Gomez is going forward.
Judges are probably only seeing one side of.
Maybe throwing the harder, cleaner shots.
Gomez is the one taking the fight to his opponent. But that's the interesting thing here. To me, Vikas. This 9th round. We know the judges favour fight scorecards, but is it close on the judges' score? We know that Vikas has landed some interesting things, Ollie. We know what we're seeing. Cleaner counter punches, so to speak. Same thing.
To come forward and exchange, like he's picked up the pace now. Like he were telling him, you need to go out. You need to
knock down for either this fighter.
Seeing a higher pace from Vikas, not
is what they need to be sure that round needs to be a stronger. Even I am still edging it to Gomez right hand followed up by a left as well.
There from Vikas, but you have to ask how much to.
And a great left hand gets through.
2 down the centre.
Gonna regret later. You've got to push the having the gas tank for this title fight.
No quitting him whatsoever. Still pushing forward.
Unlike what I see with Gomez. He looks very calm. He looks in these pieces together, landing some good shots. But Gomez by the action of Vikas, but Vikas still put.
Gomez going forward there. Good combination. Good champion. Uppercut.
For me, who wants it more? Who's put by Herlan Gomez in the gym? Who's done the harder training? 30 seconds to prove yourself. Who wants it more? Is not doing enough there. I think Herlan Gomez.
Good counter punching here. We're emptying everything. Got them. 10 seconds left in this round.
Red corner! Herlan